Hi, it's David here with Futures Trading. I want to go ahead and give you a last update on your Apple. In the last video I shot it here, we were in that downtrend. I told you that if they were to turn back up, there was some information off to the left that could possibly cause that to happen, but they were yet in a downtrend. All right, and told you may want to stay with the trend, but if it were to turn around, that may be the reversal. So we're going to definitely take a look at that. I want to say thank you to all of those that hit the like button. Really, really want to say thank you for that. Thank you. I'm glad you like what I covered in there. We're going to do it again. We're going to do the real time, information there. We're going to make sure that you can see that. And if you're not viewing this on YouTube here, you can head on over here. It'll be in this playlist as well. So this is going to be, a universal price action method. If you win, it's this. You can find it right in this playlist. I'm going to do this in real time, kind of read it to you for about 10 minutes, give you a chance to look at the information that I've put online. Okay, want to use that universal price action method. Now, there's the trend, and of course, in the last video, price was on this bar here. All right, it was in on this bar here, trying to reverse. All right, and so they came up, and clearly, they still, managed to get right back past that low there, and then they came back with the turnaround again. Now, I did tell you over here, okay, over here we had the no close level. This is no close beneath this bar's low, okay, because this bar's high isn't touching this bar's mid, or vice versa. Let me open this up a bit for you. This bar's mid isn't touching this bar's high, okay, and that would be the no close. This would be the hard stop, and they kind of had a couple of them here. That's probably why you got that first bounce here. You had this bar's mid not touching that bar's high. This becomes a no close level, okay, and the hard stop here. Well, because you have, essentially this bar no close and this one actually, even though this became the hard stop for here, it's still a no close from this bar. So you kind of got a response from each. All right. So here's your first response. All right. And that's the alert that I gave over here. I'll put the crosshairs there again. You can just take a look at that. That's your first bounce there. And now here's your second one here. All right. And so, there's your gap up. Now, this bar's high isn't touching that bar's mid. All right. Now, it's different from what happened here. You can see that that high is definitely into that mid. That's really, really important that you see that. And so, the scenario is a bit different here, and there's your pop up. Now, of course, they ran up here. Okay, now this is a no close bar as well from this side of it. Okay, no close here because that bar's low isn't touching that mid, and so the high of this bar no close above. But they're getting it done. They're getting it done. So the high here, okay, is not touching that mid. This becomes a no close bar, no close back beneath this bar, hard stop behind this bar here if you're trading that particular method. And this is the same. This is the same information here. Even though it's a down bar, it's still the same information. This bar's high isn't touching this bar's mid. Hard stop here, no close back beneath this bar. And of course, they're turning it back around. All right. So that's what you have here. Gaps, again, just one big green candle here. All right. It's kind of one big green candle. So, try not to look at it any other way because that's all that is. Now, let's go to that 1 minute and try to pick this apart for about 10 minutes. All right. So, about 10 minutes. Let's see what we got as far as a trend. I do think it's a trend. Here's 7 bars lower. All right. So, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7. All right. So, we got 7. And we're going to try to do this, and hopefully you'll adopt this particular approach to what you're doing. All right, so we got 7. I believe it was on that guy right there. Okay, so if we're going to do the trend distance, only if we're going to do the trend distance, it would come in about here. Now we're going to count this again. We got 1, 2, 3, and they all have to be lower. 4, 5, 6. There's 7, and I believe I nailed that. I believe I nailed it. Let me make sure here. Yeah, that's about right to the close. There we go. All right, so if we're going to do that, and this market pulled back, all right, so if we're going to do that, this is what you're going to have. Now, this supposed to became the no close hard stop here, but they went past it. Okay, they just kind of just try to keep that in mind. Sometimes that can happen. You can take a look off over to the left if you want, if you care to do that. I don't do that, as much. I don't. I try to stay current with what's fluid, what's happening. All right, but you definitely want to try to trade with the trend. They may be trying to set a trend here. They may be. Okay, so Let's see what we got. Let's count the bars. This is one, two, three, four. We only have four. Let's see. We got five. Okay, that's five. This will be six. We just need one more after this, and then they'll have that trend up. And so what we would do is we would measure. Let's measure our trend here. If they give us another bar up, all right. So if we give them, we're going to jump ahead of this just a little bit for the sake of the video. Let's just say that that may be the trend. All right. So let's say, so we can expect that distance higher, and that would put us somewhere up here. All right. So we definitely got that scenario here with the no close. All right. So we got that scenario here. Let's go. And I'm a NinjaTrader user, so I may be a bit slower on this platform. All right, maybe a bit slower. So this would be a no close. Okay, back beneath here. We don't even want them back here, and this will be the hard stop. Okay. Now let's see if we can get this. Look like it did it. This looked like it possibly did it. So let's go no close back beneath here. Hard stop here. I can't really say that this did it. On NinjaTrader, I actually have the mid being able to be plotted for me, so I can definitively say whether or not that mid is above or not. But in the likelihood that this mid, because sometimes it can just be, a tick or two, and it can validate, and then it throws the whole thing off. But let's say if that is the case, then this will be a no close hard stop here. They definitely shouldn't get back past this here if they plan to stay up. So now let's count one, two, three, four. That's five, six, seven. Okay, so now we got our trend. So what we would do is we'll expect the trend distance. So now let's go. I'm not a trading view platform user. I'm a Ninja Trader trader. I trade off their platform. I'm a futures trader. I don't trade stocks at all, but I want to show you that this information is universal and can be applied on anything. Absolutely anything. Anything. All right. So there's the trend distance. They made it within the trend. And let's see, can we get it after the trend? All right. So I'm gonna just put this here. Now, because this bar's mid is well above this high, you would adjust. All right. So you would go no close. Okay, no close there. Hard stop here. All right. So we'll adjust. Okay. Now, again, I can't say about this one here, but I can say this one. So this one would be a no close. This one would be the hard stop. All right, so that'll be the hard stop. Now, no close beneath here, and we're expecting this distance here. Now, clearly, I don't think they'll go straight to it. I don't. So, what kind of pullback would we, end up seeing before it gets up here? And again, we're going to do this just for about 10 minutes to give you a chance to watch the information kind of play out in real time. All right, so this will be a no close level. What they're trading at currently. All right, so let's see what they're trading at currently. Let's get a horizontal line for this one. This will be a no close level based on this. I'm sorry, I gotta bring that down. This bar right here is a no close level. Let's see what the response would be. And that's because this bar's low isn't touching that bar's mid. All right, now I'll draw that out for you a little bit. If you're someone that like to look left, okay. So if you like to look left, let's see what their response will be here. All right, that low is not touching that mid, or that mid is not touching that low. Depends on how you understand the information. All right. So now we got the of course the scenario where the mid is overlapping the bars, and I told you if you want to know if you're about to I guess encounter some kind of chop, the back and forth cyclical, don't want to go anywhere type activity. No soon the mid overlaps the next bar with the prior bar, you're dealing with overlap, so it can begin to expand itself, but yet stay tight enough to kind of course shake you out or get you frustrated enough to let go. And so this mid here is inside of this bar. Here come the activity here. And so this information that I'm trying to show you, it will kind of give you an idea of when to maybe book profits or tighten up on your stop. All right. So as long as you're seeing this, we're gauging the performance of this bar. That's the key. We want to gauge the performance of this bar to see if the fluidity is there to keep price pushing in that direction without any kind of other tools. All right. We don't want to have to go that way right away. You got to understand what's happening with the price activity. All right. So, really, really important that you understand that. And that's what I'm mainly wanting to introduce to you here. So let's just kind of throw this off to the side. We're going to see what's going to happen here. Again, this the overlap, just that back and forth that you may kind of encounter here. The only other no close level. Now let's go with that and try to show you where the no close levels are. This one here. Okay, so they may give you another response here, maybe. Now, if this bar's, mid could get above this bar's high, now they need to, of course, the performance has to be strong enough to push it away from the high. That will become the hard stop, no close here. Now, clearly, there's other methods that I know that you can take trades before any of this happens. But this is just again the first pattern that I released on the channel, and I'll have the link below, and you can take a view of the information there to learn more about it. But this is for the real time playlist here, so you can go back and kind of again give it another eye. You come back right here. So universal price action method. If you win, it's this. So whatever winning trade you're taking, no matter whatever is your approach, order flow, it doesn't matter. Trend line, oscillators, it doesn't matter. Volume profile, it doesn't matter. In any kind of way, I don't care if you're doing harmonic patterns, whatever. If your trade is going from point A to point B, I can assure you this price action setup is involved. You cannot get the price to go from one side of the board to the other without this being there. I promise you, you can't. It's impossible. So of course, this mid of the green bar is still sitting inside here, so you're still dealing with that overlap there. Now, it's not to say it can't go. I just want you to understand why you may essentially encounter. We're not, of course, just taking off yet, or if you're not in the position from here, you can wait until it retraces. It's a chance that it absolutely will, as long as that mid is sitting inside of the prior bar. And so it'll help with timing too. You won't just be so, eager to just get in on the close or when it's pushing. Unless the requirement is there that the mid is above the high, don't just get in it because it could come right back. All right. So still getting overlap, no close above this bar. That's a no close bar. Okay. I suspect that they will. I suspect that they will because we got a trend distance it needs to hit. So it's going to make it here. It's just whether or not they may pull back a bit more before it takes off. So I believe that they can get this done. So let's see what that looks like. Now again on the hourly, let's just run back there really really fast. On the hourly here, we don't have our trend in place yet. We don't. It's still in a downtrend. It's still in the downtrend. But again, I'm telling you that if they're trying to reverse it, if they're trying to reverse it, you got one, two, three. This is four, 5, 6, 7. We just need 3 more hours of this to get it up. Okay. So right now we're still in our downtrend. So let's see what this can become. But let's make sure that we're trading the time frame that we're currently viewing. All right. That's most important too. Fractal trading is fun, but you don't want to miss out on what is going to happen here, thinking that the market will turn based on another time frame and it don't have to turn right then. Remember, time is the thing that they're protecting. And when I say they, whoever's the market maker or institutions or whatever, that's the invaluable. All right. This has value. All right. Price has value. The time down here is the invaluable. Okay. So that's the thing that they're going to protect at all costs. There's absolutely no way they're going to let you definitively know exactly when they plan to do something. All right. But we're going to try to give it our best shot to kind of anticipate it should do something now, maybe, maybe. All right. So really, really important for you to know that it's the invaluable. So you have to do all that you can to try to make timing work for you. And that's why this is a very useful technique. And that's why I gave it to the public for free. All right. So we managed to get above that price level there. That mid, it's right there. Let's say it's right there. No close back beneath here. And it's a hard stop level. It's supposed to be both because this bar's low is beneath this low, so it's serving as both. Now I think this mid is right. I think it's right there. It's a little challenging when you're dealing with a platform that don't have that functionality, but we're going to go with it. I believe most of that candle end is up there, and of course, is divided properly. I think. Now, I'm eyeballing it. Okay, so hard stop, no close. This is now again, if that mid, it's all about that mid. I'm anticipating that that's the case. Okay, I could be off by a tick or so, but so far it looks like I'm right. They tagged the back of the bar. Again, this would be the no close and the hard stop, only because the mid of this bar isn't touching that bar's the high of that bar isn't touching that bar's mid. So let's do that. So that bar's high isn't touching that bar's mid. All right. So now if you're having a hard time understanding, I'll type it. Let's do that. Let's type this on the chart. Okay. So current bar, I could trade better than I could spell. Current bar, 50%. All right, we're gonna go 50% mid. Isn't, well, let's go proper here. Is not touching the bar high. Now we're going to do high in this scenario because it's climbing. All right, so we're going to do high here. But if it was in the opposite sense, we would be going with the. Let's change how big that is so you can really see it here. All right, so yes, if we were doing it in the opposite sense, it would be the low. Okay, so current bar 50% mid, not touching the prior bar's high. All right, so that's really what we're looking for, and then you'll get the hard stop, of course, on the bar that's happening, and then of course if the lows are higher in this instance, then the hard stop would be here. But because this low fell below here, we're having to pull the stop onto this bar with the no close. So that's what we're looking for. All right, really, really important that you understand that. Still got that mid, still got that mid falling into this bar. So here comes some more overlap. Let's see if the performance of this bar can become strong enough to get this bar's mid above here. I doubt it'll make it. I do. It's 1 second left. It did not make it. So you may get some more overlap here. And of course, you're sitting right at that no close level. All right, sitting right at the no close level there. We should be able to see that distance. That's really, really important that it gets there. Now, let me move this out the way because we kind of had our pause there, our pullback, if you will. So let's go with that. They, pushed up, kind of came off that high. So right about here, we're anticipating that it can get up here and break this high and possibly definitely keep going from there. All right, so no close. This is a no close bar here. This one right here is a no close bar. Now let's see if we can get it to maybe rotate back down, come back into here, and then possibly turn back around. And if it does that, then this would probably definitely validate what I thought about it. That yeah, this is right. But again, that's me trying to eyeball it. All right. Let's see. But for certain, this is a no close level here, and this is the hard stop. So let's do this. I know for certain this is it. I definitely could say this is it. So let's go here. Kind of give us a little bit of wiggle room in case it want to pull back and not just do a little bit of profit taking there. If it want to actually pull back, we definitely know that this is important back here. All right, let me just move this up just a hair. Can I move it? Again, I'm not I'm not the user of the trading view platform. I'm not. And again, they can have a wonderful platform. I just trade futures and been trading on Ninja for so long. Um, So yes, we have the of course the no close and the hard stop here on this bar. All right. Now, if you're not familiar with trading, the low is up here. We have the open, high, low, close. All right. And we're dealing with the low currently because the market is trending up. All right. So we're looking at the low. This bar's low here is 90.61. I'm sorry, 90.61, 90.61. 90.62. So yes, we came in higher, which is good because we didn't kick that stop. All right, so that's good. Now let's see, can we get this one to do it as well? I believe this is definitely going to be it. From the side, from what I'm seeing so far, it's setting itself up. So this will be a no close, hard stop here. Again, right into that same price level, just like a tick higher. Okay, so this is probably it because that kind of proved it to me right there. All right, so I didn't eyeball that bad. That was pretty good. All right, so let's see. All right, so that would be the hard stop and the no close level. Let's see, can we get this to work? And this will be the last time I cover Apple for now. All right, so I hope you're utilizing this information here. Really, really important stuff, and it's simple. That's the main thing. It's something that you can come to understand within a matter of minutes. I don't want to take up hours of your time to understand something like this. All right, so this will be a no close here under 90 here. What is that? 90.69. No close under 90.69. Hard stop right here under the 90.62. Pretty much same thing, just a little bit of difference there. So no close here. Hopefully we can go ahead and get another push. They should make it to target. I don't want to hold the video that long, to be honest with you. I definitely want to see them close above here. And again, you can go back and take a look at your charts. And now, if you're not someone that's charting and you're just new to trading and you're not charting yet, I'll leave it in the down below whether or not, of course, it continued up. All right, I'll leave it down below. I just don't want to hold the video up too long. Don't want to bore you with this information, but I'll leave it below and tell you what happened after the video. I'll definitely do that. So let's see if they can at least clear this level before I convene on this. So let's see what we can do. Let's see. No close beneath here. Now they can. It still would just be the hard stop here. So yes, they closed under there. It still can be a hard stop here. All right. Still can be that. All right. Now when it comes to reversals, and this is something I'll tell you. Let's say it want to reverse back down. All right. So we're going to give you an eye of that too. The mid of reversals are important. Okay. So if just if this wants to reverse, all right, the mid of the reversal bar is important. All right. Really, really important. So if they wanted to reverse, this would start it. Okay, this right here was started. I don't suspect that that's it, but let's see. Let's give it a go. Let's see if this is it. Again, simple stuff. All can be found right on the channel. Now, all of the information I'm talking about, you can definitely, again, you can find it down below. I will have the link for you. I will have the link down below for you. Let me give it a few more minutes. I want to see if we can get back above here. It's not a downtrend, so even though they're coming back this way, it's not a downtrend. It's just something that's happening. It's a pullback at best, and see if they can turn it back around and head back up. Let's see. Now they cleared this no close level, so I'm gonna remove this line here. All right, so let's take that one off because they cleared that. Okay, that was our no close from over here. Now let's see if they're going to kick this stop. Let's see if they're going to kick it and close under this price level. Now remember, it's both. We have a stop and a no close on this. So even if they kick that stop, if they come back and close back above that price level, it's a two application process. All right. And sometimes you encounter that where they'll kick the price, but then, of course, they won't close under that price level. And then they'll take off again. All right. So just kind of keep that in mind, but only if it's a no close bar. All right, don't apply this to the hard stop bar. Now, fortunately, in this instance, it's both, so it still can play as a no close bar. But if you find the no close bar and the hard stop, if they kick the hard stop, you have to know that the stop is done for. The only price that's important is the no close bar. All right. So they came back down. Again, this would be the hard stop level here for this no close setup. All right. So that's the no close. Yeah, I'm sorry, the no close here. There's the hard stop for that setup. All right. So let's see if they can hold this. Let's see if they can hold it. And this will be the last time I cover Apple. So I hope that you're finding this of some use. Now I just want to see if they can get up above there. Let's see what happens. All right, so they're coming back. They're hitting that mid. All right, now let's see if they do what I think they might do. Let's just see. Let's just see if they're going to kick. No, they close beneath it as well. All right, so they close beneath it. They may want to reverse. They may. Let's see. All right, so we got one, two. This will be three. This will be three. I just want to see what happens here, and then I'm gonna let you go. I just want to see what happens down here. All right, just to see what happens, and if we can get back up there. Don't want to hold the video much longer. They haven't made the trend distance yet. Really, really important that you understand that they haven't gotten here yet. So it's not all off the table whether or not it'll go back up. It's not done yet. So let's see what happens. All right, so yeah, this will be a no close above. That would be the hard stop. Oh, hold on, it's still growing in size. Now, if it keeps growing this way, it moves the mid back into this bar. Okay, that's the only problem with that. Now, I'm not certain because it went up some more. Yeah, it went up some more. That's still, yeah, that's pulling that mid back into that bar. And so that's not the setup. No. And even if it was, here's the thing, even if it was, you really don't need to go down. You have to stay with the uptrend. You have to do that. All right. Now here, that appeared to be the case. The low here isn't touching this mid. Hard stop here, no close here. They pushed up above it and didn't close above this price level. All right. So this bar here is a no close bar. Let's see if they can go ahead and close above it this time and get price to go here. We got about 25 seconds. They need to increase this bar size just a bit. Right now, yes, the mid is above it. If they're going to keep this bar this size, the mid is above it. This will become a, of course, the no close, and that will be the hard stop. Got about 10 seconds left here. You can find the bar timer right here on the right hand axis. Okay, so yes, that will be our setup to go back up again. All right, so here, that is the hard stop. And then this will become the no close level. But take notice, we haven't closed above here yet. Okay, we haven't closed above here, so hopefully this guy can do it here. Hopefully this can do it, and then we'll get to that trend distance. Just using the trend and that one price pattern. Now this is the same thing. Okay, hard stop here, no close beneath here. Okay, so now this becomes the hard stop. There's the no close. This is the no close bar here because this bar is mid. Okay, let's make sure that we do that. This bar's mid isn't touching that bar's high. Okay, you would go ahead and get in the trade while it's happening. You do not have to wait till both bars close. Okay, while it's happening, you're entering the trade. Hard stop here, no close back beneath here. We definitely need to see them close above here. All right. So yeah, so they were able to get that done. That's good. All right. So now let's see if they're going to make that distance. Of course, I'm not going to hold a video for you. I hope this has been informative. They're about halfway there. They're more than halfway there. They're on their way up there. All right. So I hope this has been much informative for you. Now, again, I really appreciate you guys for hitting the like button here on the last Apple video I did. I'm very thankful that you guys did that. Show your support. Again, I'm trying to give you some simple information. If you're a beginner trader, want to help you get profitable. All right. And again, within minutes and not a lot of rhetoric that you can't understand. In trading, you need to understand that. Okay. You need to understand your job and be able to explain it in terms that's very simple. All right. So I wish you all the best with your trading. If you like what's going on with futures trading, go ahead and subscribe and definitely hit the like button. So I wish you all the best with your trading. Take care.